The race for New York City's next mayor is getting pretty tight. A new round of polls now shows the progressive frontrunner Zohran Mamdani is still ahead, but is facing some skepticism from the voters. Mamdani, the 34-year-old state assemblyman from Queens, leads the latest Manhattan Institute poll with 43% of support. Now, the former governor, Andrew Cuomo, follows with about 28%, and the Republican Curtis Sliver has 19% of the people backing him. A new poll from Victory Insights shows a striking 39% of the voters believe that Mamdani would be a threat to the city's future, and about 26.5% say that they would consider leaving if he's elected mayor. And despite that, Mamdani continues to lead in most head-to-head matchups, a trend that some analysts are calling the Mamdani paradox, where a candidate remains on top even as many voters seem to disagree with his policies. The Patriot polling survey has found 62% of the foreign-born New Yorkers back Mamdani, compared to 24% for Cuomo. With more than a third of the city's population born abroad, that bloc gives him a major advantage. And amongst the American-born voters, however, Andrew Cuomo leads with 40% to 32%, keeping the race competitive. The Mamdani support comes largely from the younger and the foreign-born voters who are drawn to his calls for expanded social services on issues of rent freezes and new public investments. These proposals have energized the progressives but have left the moderates fairly wary. Still, many voters appear motivated more by trust and change than by detailed policy positions, seeing Mamdani as someone who can challenge the status quo and someone who can make New York affordable again. If he wins, the analysts say that it could mark a turning point in urban politics, signaling that voters are increasingly willing to choose bold change over cautious certainty. In a related development, the mayoral candidate Mamdani is also facing some renewed scrutiny over video that surfaced that shows him blaming Israel for the police violence in New York during a 2023 conference. In the footage, Mamdani spoke about his beginnings in the pro-Palestinian political activism. He criticized the American support for the Israeli military and accused the state of Israel of practicing, quite clearly, a policy of apartheid against the Palestinians in the Palestinian-occupied lands. According to media reports, Mamdani has been a consistent critique of Israel and has described the Palestinian cause as central to his identity. His remarks have drawn concern from Jewish leaders who warn that his rhetoric could fuel hostility towards Jews in America.
For anyone to care about these issues, we have to make them hyperlocal. We have to make clear that when the boot of the NYPD is on your neck, it's been laced by the IDF. We're in a country where those connections abound, especially in New York City. You have so many opportunities to make clear the ways in which that struggle over there is tied to capital's interest over here.